What can this 73-year-old man not do? His range just keeps increasing with his age. This time he portrayed his massive version. But is that enough to save the film? Let's talk about it. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and today we're talking about the latest Malayalam film, Turbo. And I saw the first day first show, which was at 6:30 in the evening, but technically first day first show. I feel like going into this film, you need to have a clear understanding what you're getting into. From the trailer, you can clearly see that it's going for that fully mass commercial film. There'll be a lot of slow motion, great background music. There'll be people flying. As Vysakh beautifully puts, some films are made to touch life and some films are made to forget life. And this film is clearly the latter one. This film is supposed to be a celebration of the actor, but a good mass film converts that into a celebration of the character the actor is playing. And in the past, we have seen many good mass films which get this right. So where does this film lie? What works for the film is technically it's really solid. They've created visuals that are meant to be watched in a theater. All the fancy camera movement, the camera tricks, it's captured really well. Maybe a bit too much, it does feel overdone, but it definitely keeps you engaged. Big shout out to the fight choreographers, the stuntmen. They've done a wonderful job. Watching the action, you know at some moments a body double is used. There's some face replacement also going on, but you will not notice that. There's this fluidity in the action. It almost feels like a dance performance between the actors and the camera. And with good BGM, it looks cool. Now, if you have seen the trailer, there's a car chase in this film, and I have to say it's one of the best in Indian cinema. It gets the basics right. It's very easy to follow. The editing is really done well. There are some really good shots. And it also maintains the continuity that when the car is turning right, even the driver is turning the car right, not the opposite or not even turning. And the film shows you the chaotic nature of a chase sequence. In India, we don't get that because you have to spend a lot of money. You need to get permissions. You need to get these roads free for you to do these actions. You're going so fast. You're going to the market. Things are tumbling over. That brings an energy and vibe to it. And in this film, you can see that the money is well spent. You see it all in the action. It was planned. Nothing really looks unconvincing. At many moments, they do it very smartly. Knowing the age of Mammootty, he did a lot of things, but he cannot do everything which happens in the film. The film manages that very creatively. Now, the only person that shines out in the cast, apart from Mammootty, it's Bindu Panikar, who plays Ammachi. Oh my god, what a performance. Her comic timing was perfect. Now, coming to the issues I had with the film, it's the writing and the storytelling. It's too predictable and boring. The setup is actually quite interesting because you focus on this character played by Mammootty, and it stands out because of its traits. He's a short-tempered guy, he's innocent, he's honest, very goofy, almost played like a kid but a strong one. And he himself is a comic relief. The humor in the film was very unexpected, and with subtitles it lands most of the time. And if this film was just about the misadventures this character goes through, it would have actually been a great watch. Maybe somewhat similar to a Johnny English. Wherever he goes, he just causes trouble, and that just leads to more craziness. But that's not what this film does. It makes up this bloated plot which tries to bring, the politics and the gangsters and a bank scam all together, which just ends up being unnecessary and tiring. It just gets too complicated for its own good. And the biggest issue with the film is its villain. It's terrible. I'm really sorry to say this. Vysakh is a great actor. We have seen that. But this has to be his worst performance. It's something you really want to forget. You could see he's trying so much to make this villain stand out, make him look menacing, but it just falls flat. From the dialogue delivery to the acting choices, nothing works. And he doesn't have that dominating figure. So we have to add this craziness to the character. So it feels like a villain, like a challenge. But the writing is just not up to the mark. Like literally when the hero and the villain come together, you feel nothing. And this villain was just so stupid. You establish that he owns everything. He's running the system. But he can't even get a simple job done. Logic in mass films is not about the science, the physics. You just have to clearly define the motivations of the characters. Why is the character doing something and what is gonna stop him? That's basically it. And in this film, if the villain actually didn't do anything, he would have faced no harm at all. He unnecessarily goes out of his way to find trouble and forces the hero to stop him. It's unintentionally stupid. And maybe, they could have made it intendedly. Maybe make the villain a joke that he's destroying himself. Maybe a plot for some other film for some other time. This film has got this superstar. They've got the massy moments. They've got the background music, the slow motion. But when it's all put together, it's not giving you that high. And that tells you that getting that high is an art form. How long should the scene be? When should the BGM rise? What note to hit? The editing. All of it matters to, make you feel that high. There are many moments to feel that high. And just before you reach that high, we cut away. But with all of these things, the film is still worth watching just for Mammootty's charm. Whenever he's on screen, he's so much fun. You cannot look away. His dialogue delivery, his mannerism, the action he's doing at this age, you need conviction and passion to pull it off so gracefully. What makes Mammootty so special is what I discussed in this video. Definitely check it out. He has been killing it lately and even did that in this film, but the writing didn't support him. Now the film ends with a tease to a part 2, and I'm hoping we'll get to see this character again with better writing. But what do you think? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you next time.